everybody. So this is a little tutorial video to show you our Canvas page. So I know it may say CSM up here for Ocean 100, but the pages for CSM and for La Cañada are essentially the same. So don't worry too much about that part of it. There are a few things that I think will be different on the left-hand side here, but they're rather minor differences. So what you'll see when you get into the course, which I'll go to student view here so that you can see everything, this is what you would see, okay? So the first little module here is our course introduction. So what you'll also see here is complete all items. So I require that you go through each part of the module sequentially. So meaning you have to do the instructor information communication policy. You have to view that before you can view the getting started. Notice how I can't click on any of these. So you'll click on the first part there. And this is just a little intro of me. You can take your time to read that as you please. But one important part here is the alternate contact methods. So you'll see two links. One is for my Monday, Wednesday office hours. The other is for my Friday. You should be able to click on those to access my office hours. Just to note that they are not recorded. There is a waiting room, so you can feel comfortable coming to me and not and logging on and not having anyone else hear what you have to say until I admit them. So that should be for both, and also by appointment. So I'm free most of the morning, so if this time period or these two time periods don't work for you, please let me know and we can most certainly figure something else out. But also notice here on the bottom right hand side you have the button next. So once you have viewed this page, you can simply click the next button and that will get you into the next page, right? So this is just a general overview of this class. Then you'll just click the next once you've read through that. Some successful online learning stuff here. Just some tips and tricks of the trade, tech skills, all that kind of stuff. More student resources and Canvas tutorials. So I do realize that this is for Skyline College. The support centers are pretty similar. In the liquid syllabus, which you should have gotten in an email, as well as, the liquid syllabus that's there, should have links to your campus's resources. These work just fine as well. Remember, we're all one district, so you're likely taking classes at multiple schools. And Canvas support is here as well. So if you click next, then you get to our lovely little syllabus and take the time to read through that, because you may have noticed that you have a lovely little syllabus quiz here. So notice how it says two things. One, prerequisites. So you have to have completed this course introduction module before you can even start this module. And then notice how the syllabus quiz says you have to score at least 5.0. So that is a 100%. There is unlimited tries, and it's not timed. So take your time getting through it. This is really just to make sure that you understand what I'm trying to ask within the syllabus, and that you are kind of getting all the points that are needed there. And then there are several other things here as well. So we have some pre-assessment questions. I have an anonymous tech survey sort of thing, the get to know you discussion board, and then what I've called quote unquote homework 1. I know it seems like that's a lot to get done by Sunday, but I think that you can do it, especially considering we will not be having lecture this week, or tomorrow, I should say. So because of that, take that time to get all of these things done and squared away. That way you ain't got to worry about it, right? And then next module you'll see here are the Zoom recordings. So this is where I will post all of the recorded lecture links. You'll click on that page and you'll see that the passcode for the lecture links are located in this lovely Google Doc here. You should have access to this. Please let me know if you don't. But this is where I will post all of the passcodes going back here, and I'll link them, the actual links here as well. That will likely make more sense when we actually have recordings going on in there. You'll also see that I have a link to movie nights. This will make a little bit more sense once I assign the extra credit that you'll have the entire semester to do. But this is a lovely documentary called Chasing Ice that is no longer available on any streaming services, but luckily I have it recorded from when we went into emergency learning, and here's just a link to that. There's no passcodes or anything because that was before we had to use passcodes. So give that a gander if you want. If you've never seen it, it's excellent. And then I just kind of wanted to show you how else I have the Canvas page set up. So I have it broken down into units. So what we're going to be going through in this course are the geological, chemical and atmosphere, physical, and biological aspects of oceanography. So each module has an overview of what we're going to be covering and the slows that are covered within this course. At the moment, I have not changed this part of it, so kind of keep that one on the back burner. I will modify that shortly. But then you will also notice that I will post all of the lecture slides for everything, so you can keep that as a reference. And then the discussion boards will be posted here as well. Smart book reading assignments. Hang on one half moment for the next tutorial video for Connect for resources for that. But you'll be able to access all of your assignments in several different ways. One of which is I post them in every single unit module, as you can kind of see here with these smart book reading assignments. I'll also obviously post them in the homework and exam. But if you scooch back up here to the top, you have a little button that says assignments. So you can click on that and you can access all of your assignments there, which are upcoming, right? So it does it. It says, you know, when it starts and things like that, and then when it's due on, and the amount of points that are due there. You can also click on the total left-hand side, you can click on calendar, and then that will pop up everything. And notice how on the day that things are due, it's all right there, right? So that is a great thing. Additionally, you have a to-do list over here on the right-hand side, which once again gets you all into the to-do list for your due dates. I think that's kind of all that I wanted to say with Canvas. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns with this class and how things are set up, please, please, please let me know. I'm happy to try and sort through things as they come. But the biggest things here are go through the course introduction, look through the syllabus, get that pointed out. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I want to point out here, we got Google Sheets of the class schedule. So I never update the schedule that's on the syllabus, but where I do always update it is in the Google Sheets document. So, two things to note here. One, this will change relatively often. Things get moved around. We run late on things. But you'll also be able to see kind of what assessments we have coming up when, what projects I'll be handing out when, just to kind of give you an idea. You don't have to worry about the details of these until they are handed out, so do not fret. But also notice here on the bottom that there are 4 tabs. And that is because I'm teaching 2 sections of the lecture and 2 sections of the lab. So just make sure that you're looking on the right tab here. The Kenyatta and CSM, I do try to keep everyone kind of all within the same schedule, so not to worry there, but just make sure, I mean, there's a pretty big difference between the lab schedule and the lecture schedule. So just make sure that you're on the right tab when you're looking at the schedule. Other than that, I think that that is all that I have to mention for you all. Again, if you have any questions, comments, and or concerns on anything, please feel free to reach out. Oh, I do also, sorry, one more thing. Goodness, keep forgetting. So I need to double check this, but through CSM, there was an oceanography tutor. Need to triple check on this actually to see if they are still doing that for the fall semester for the oceanography discipline. It's a thing, unfortunately. And then there's also here a general Q&A discussion board. So this is where you can put any and all of your questions for the course that are not necessarily directed towards me. If you need it, it's personal in nature, or you need it automatically answered, please reach out to me directly. But this is a great place to just put general questions like, say, things aren't working, you need some help on something, or you want to create a study group or something like that. This would be a great place to do so. And then when we want to access our course, or you want to access the Zoom session, so on the left-hand side here, right underneath announcements, you have a Zoom link, and this is where I will have our Zoom sessions all lined up here. So keep an eye on that. I know it doesn't say any upcoming meetings right now, but there will be in the soon future. Okay, so again, let me know if you have any questions. Sorry this video got to be a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but hopefully you're still watching at this point. See y'all soon.